Hi everybody, and welcome back to my channel. I thought this was the perfect time while we are all social distancing and quarantining ourselves to hop back on here and do a little video about fun activities to do while you are home with your children during quarantine. The situation with the coronavirus is changing every single day, but what's not changing for a long time is the fact that we are home with our children, running out of ideas for what to do with them and keep them busy and entertained and active. Since I'm home with my son pretty much most of the time, with the exception of the 2 days a week he's at preschool for only 2 hours, and that's obviously now been shut down, I have a lot of practice coming up with creative and different ideas to keep my son busy. I also have a really close friend that's training to become an occupational therapist assistant. Hi, Courtney. And some friends who are in speech therapy. So these ideas are just a mixture of things that I've learned from them and just, I don't know, my own brain. I tried to make some of these activities useful as much as they are fun. So hopefully this helps you out too and keeps you entertained too. I don't know. We're all just making it up as we go. Good luck, moms out there. This video is a collaboration with my friend Michaud. She also has a toddler, a little girl named Bella. I think she's around 2 as well. So we have some similar but different ideas that you could do in your home, outside your home, and just while you are quarantined on your property. All right, the first few ideas that I'm gonna share are some very simple outdoor activities, and then we'll move on to some indoor activities. If you live in the Northeast or in some kind of a cool climate, this activity's for you. If you don't, check out Lily's page, she's in Texas. A lot of us still have lingering snow piles from plows or shoveling, and they're just sitting there slowly melting because it's March. So something that kind of happened by accident is we were just trying to get rid of the snow and dig away at it to melt it and make it smaller, and Mac got involved. And whether you use a garden tool or Mac has his own tiny shovel, or give them the big shovel, they love breaking it up, feeling like they're helping, and they get to play and shovel some snow. You probably only have this resource for a few more weeks, so we're taking advantage of this while we can, and basically every time we go outside now, Mac says, shovel, shovel, shovel. If you live in the Northeast, you're trying to get rid of a pile of snow in your yard, let the kids help. Hunt and gather. This is another idea that Mac is really into. I don't know if it's the little boy in him or just the desire to help at this age. They want to be involved, they want to help. Give your kid a bucket, a container, anything. Have them collect specific things. So one day I'll go out and say, Mac, gather a bunch of acorns, and I give him his little cup and he puts all the acorns in the cup. The next day I'll go out and say, Mac, collect sticks for the fire pit, and he'll go out and he'll collect sticks. Mac just got a little wheelbarrow, and he's loving that, but you really don't need anything that complicated. Just a simple Tupperware from the kitchen, anything. They love to collect and organize and sort things out outside, and this way they're learning about nature in the process. My last outdoor activity is really, really simple, really basic. Just go for a drive. Hop in the car and try to get lost. My husband and I tried to do this regularly anyway. On a Sunday, we're kind of like old people. We just go for a Sunday drive. We just get in the car, try to get lost, and then try and find our way back. What's really cool about this idea is you're learning more about the area that you live in, and when this whole quarantine situation is over, you can go revisit these areas and really explore them. Here in Saratoga Springs, we have a lot of farmland, and Mac just loves animals like most toddlers, so we get to drive by and see horses and cows, give them a snack. Sometimes if your kid falls asleep in the car, they'll fall asleep, take a nap. Mine has never slept in the car. But anyway, it's as fun and refreshing for you as it is for your kids, and it gets you a little bit further out than, say, a walk in the stroller. All right, now to those simple indoor activities you can do with a toddler. Puzzle unwrap. Wow, what do you have? I love this activity because pretty much everyone has these tools already in their home if you have a toddler. You can just take a whole mix of different puzzles that you have and some leftover wrapping paper from Christmas or a birthday party. You just wrap individual pieces of puzzles that your child likes and put them in a pile. have them unwrap each puzzle piece before they put it on the puzzle, and it just kind of slows down the whole process for them. And when they unwrap these puzzle pieces, they feel like they're experiencing a birthday or Christmas, or just get a little surprise every single time. Mac loves his ABCs right now, so this letter puzzle was a huge hit to begin with. When he got a little bored with it, we just added some wrapping paper, and it was like a brand new puzzle all over again. Where does the B go? Good job, buddy. Give me 5. Foam soap or shaving cream? Okay, this can get a little messy, but life's a little messy right now. And you know what? Who doesn't need to be washing their hands more right now? So if you have foam soap, I highly recommend using that because kids are getting to wash their hands a little bit more. If not, you can use shaving cream, and I actually think I've seen some recipes for foam soap on Pinterest, so if I find those, I'll put them in the description bar below. But basically what you do is you put on a tray a bunch of this foam soap. It feels really cool to them, and they love to mush it in their hands. And you basically just let them wash their toys. I think I'm gonna add like a toothbrush to this experience next time I do it. It's great because it's sensory play as they squish the foam soap between their fingers, and they get to smell it. A lot of it smells really good. But it's also pretend play because they are pretending to wash their toys, their cars, or their farm animals, and this kept Mac busy for a good solid half an hour. This next activity, also very simple and might help you in your process of trying to get things done around the house. Have your child help cook or bake. You wanna mix? I know I used to be the type of mom that was like, just somebody take him and let me handle it, or here, Mac, take this activity so that I can go work on getting dinner ready. But I found that he was very interested in what I was doing. So we started baking cookies, and it was almost like a sensory experience for him, or baking brownies. And he likes to be part of it. He likes to pour, he likes to mix. I don't know if I'd call him a help around the kitchen. You are such a silly goose. Say silly goose. Silly goose. But it's kind of like killing 2 birds with 1 stone, and I'm happy we now have this bond. Baking soda fizz. So I made baking soda fizz eggs really simply. You can use any kind of ice cube tray or mold. I just happen to have a silicone baking tray with an egg shape for Easter. But you can use whatever you have in your kitchen. So basically what you do is you take the ice cube tray, fill it up with baking soda, and you add a little bit of water just to make a paste. Let it freeze. I don't know, I left it for maybe 3 hours to freeze. Take the frozen baking soda cubes or molds and you put them on a tray, and then this is the part if your toddler's a little bit younger, you're gonna have to help them. Take any kind of vinegar, well actually apple cider vinegar or white vinegar, put it in a squeeze bottle or just in a cup and pour it over the baking soda, and what happens is this, I think it's a chemical reaction, scientists don't at me, but basically the baking soda starts to fizz and melt, and the sound it creates is just really cool. Really fun for the senses, and it's just like having a little science project at home. I would just say that if your child is younger and has a tendency to put their hands in their eyes, to just make sure you're there, because vinegar can burn. Peas sensory bin. My son loves all kinds of sensory bins, and this one is fun because the peas are really teeny tiny, and I just put some farm animals in the peas so that he can take them out and name them and put them aside. But you can really put anything, hide anything in the peas. It's basically peas sensory bin hide and seek. The kids really love the sensory experience of putting their hands in the peas and feeling around in them, so whatever they're looking for in the peas should be fun and entertaining for them for quite some time. Sensory bottles. So I learned about this idea from my friend who is an OT assistant. Thank you, Courtney. And basically what you do is you take an empty wide mouth bottle. We used some Gatorade bottles. You just fill half a bottle with some baby oil, put some glitter on top of that baby oil. We used silver and green glitter, and then fill the other half of the bottle with colored water. We just chose blue because Mac loves the color blue. But really, you can mix any kind of glitter, any kind of pom-pom in these bottles. Just have half oil, half water, shake it up, and it's really cool to look at. It's almost like looking at one of those lava lamps, and it's really soothing. This can keep your child entertained for, I don't know, maybe about 10 to 15 minutes. Marble run. All right, this next idea is probably my favorite for an indoor activity. I saved this one till the end though, because obviously save the best for last, but also I realize some people might not have access to it depending on your quarantine situation where you are. Most Targets do carry this marble run toy and are still doing Target drive up. So if you have a Target in your area, go snag this toy. It will buy you hours of fun. With this marble run toy, basically your child can get creative and make different types of designs to have the marbles pass through. They love watching it. That's a fun sensory experience for them. And it's also a toy that's gonna last them for a long time and works for different age levels. It fosters creativity, and all I know is when my toddler's using it, I don't see or hear from him, except for hearing the marbles fall and go down the tube for a long time. There are also a lot of marble runs available on Amazon. I know that Amazon's a little unpredictable with their delivery right now. For all of these things that I listed, all the tools that you need, if you don't have them in your home, I'm gonna list as many as I can in my Amazon store or in my description bar below, so be sure to check that out. And also, for more ideas, be sure to check out my girl Lily Michaud's video. She always has some fun, creative activities for you and your kids. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope that some of these ideas help you stay sane during this quarantine period. Just remember, everything is temporary, and just doing this will hopefully all help us count our blessings, which is our health, our family, and help us reconnect to the ones that we love. Be sure to like this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and turn on your bell notifications so you get alerts when I make more videos like these. See ya.